situated. Wait a minute. Okay. Hello, guys. Torini, you have your daughter home. Beautiful. Very nice. Well, I am sure you're having a wonderful evening. Hello, Manisha. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I'm okay. I've got no legitimate complaints. How are you? Doing good? You doing good? Hello, Ethan. And guess what? What else, Torini? What else? Do I really have to guess? Hello, Eskimo. How are you? I'm okay. One second. Okay. All right. Sorry, Torini. Repetition is your boss asking you to take another test? Really? Interesting. Okay. And, wow. Okay. So, are we I'm assuming we're talking about COVID. So, you have to take, okay, so you have to take it all the time, or I guess is it a daily? How does that work? And Manisha, yes, you can be at it. Okay. He wants you to take another one just to be safe. Wow. Are you okay with that? I mean, I'm not a doctor or scientist of any kind, so you're happy working from home. You know what? I think working from home is great. Less static between people in the office. Some people can work well in those environments. Some can't. I don't know. I think there are plenty of people who thrive in an environment full of other people they can dominate and rule over. Or work with, say hi to. Some people like the community of it. What's the music for tonight?
I know the power of patriarchy. I know what men can do when they're angry. I know the power of patriarchy. I know what men can do when they're angry. I know the power of patriarchy.
Okay. So we're off to a good start tonight. All right. So, I wanted to try something real quick before we dive into Manishka's feelings. Although the what feeling comes in instantly, Manishka, I don't want to use the word crush, but we're not asking about ourselves, we're asking about someone else. Is that right? Are we asking that? Eskimo, let's see if it makes it, I don't, okay, go ahead. I don't want to, yeah. Hate to bother. Sometimes the chaos isn't so bad. Gotta learn to work with it. Manishka, yeah, you're asking me about something. Okay. All right. Can we try this other thing I wanted to try first, though? Can we try this other thing I was thinking about first? What do you think about that? Can we try that? So what I'm thinking is you think of your question. This goes for everyone in the room, not just Manishka. Everyone. Everyone in the room. Think of two numbers for your question, and then we'll see if the dice want to talk to you. And then we go from there. And let's see what matches. Oh, Torini, I have a completely different element of my life where I get to be a raging psychotic lunatic. And I get to be rude and say horrific things to people. So, flexibility is actually enjoyable on the other side. Over here. And before I go to bed, I'll log off with you guys and I'll text to one of my fans, "You're a pig. You're a dirty little pig." And I'm okay. So, duality. Taina? Taina. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. My name gets messed up too. And it's close to yours. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to say T. You can get on the list. Eskimo's dealing with that. Thank you, Tori. Flexibility is healthy. Can be kinky also. Okay, let's work on the numbers. Okay. Let's get a tune, get our minds right, see if that connects, and then we'll go to the numbers. So while you guys are working on your numbers and your question.
Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not.
Okay. Numbers. So I have 10, I have 12, I have 7, I have 1, I have 2. If you were thinking in multiples also, I am 3, 2, and 1 is facing me. So if you were thinking 1, 2, 3, if your numbers were 7, 1, 2, 10, or 12, please give me an emoji or something to let me know, and I'll keep going. Well, I'm very, very happy for you, Torini. You're going to be always all right and always well. Okay, no one's saying anything. Y'all are quiet. So, should I roll again? I don't see anyone saying anything. Very quiet. I know there's a lag time here, but it gets crazy. Okay. I will assume no. Everyone's quiet. So let's try again. Ooh. All right. Second pull, 5, 11, 4, and 9. So, if you happen to feel any of these or attach any of these to your questions, a lot of bad. A lot of bad and a lot of no. And a lot of, no, well, not a lot, but there's some incompletion going on here. Things not finishing up. Now, if that connected to any of you, you can expand on that with your own reading. I suppose something personal to yourself. If not, I see someone losing trust in communications. Someone leaves a situation incomplete. And this is to do with a relationship. This is someone being afraid to move forward into the unknown. So placing a block on oneself. Someone afraid of change. I see someone fearing conflict with another person. Feeling like you're unable to see anything changing. And it could be having the divine vision at this point to recognize things not changing. Could be. Anyways. Advice. Ooh. Am I reading you, Eskimo? Ah. All right. Well, if I'm reading you, the advice is, it feels like here the advice is being aware. Aware of a repetition in conversation. Being aware that a conversation isn't going as planned. It's like someone has their back turned. It's like someone has their back turned, and it's like someone's choosing to someone's choosing to not involve themselves or participate or interact with what is maybe perceived as could be a situation not where somebody's not being forgiving. Yeah, there's repetition here. This could be, it could be you. Could be talking about someone who just kind of has a what's the word? Kind of has a way of doing things. Other people, it may not even be a you thing, just could be the way they are that even other people may find them to be blocked. All right. On an earth level, there's like this challenge. There's a challenge with trusting. There's a challenge with trusting. And you or someone else is maybe not expressing properly in conversation. Or it's like repetition in conversation not being heard, not being understood, not getting the opportunity that's wanted. And then a separation. It's like opposing opinions. Um, some people don't like fighting, arguing. That's not even the word I'm looking for. It's like it's just a split in the way two people think. One person is like, okay, like one person thinks competitively, another person thinks more like harmony type. Okay, things could work if we did it this way. There could be completion. Things could get solved. But another person is like, I just heard a mystical move, bitch. Get out the way. Yeah. It resonates with you too, Manisha? Okay, good. Okay, so coming out of this, it's almost like there's an unknown element to what's remaining here. What's to come next? I heard realization. I just heard realization that you can do it all by yourself. But it was a very high-pitched kid voice. And I don't normally hear it in other voices. That was weird. It's like a lesson, I feel. It's awareness, it's getting a grip up here, like, okay. But this, let's make sure. Yeah. This is a situation that while it may not feel the best, it may feel like it's not going anywhere, it's not working, Things could be going better. Motherfuckers could be doing better. It feels like that. However, this situation feels like the hook that pulls you into a new direction where you're taking on a new, I hate to use that word, I don't have a better one, repetition. There's a new cycle. That's better. A new cycle begins. And we're clearing our mind in utero. In utero. I'm not sure why that word, where that's popping, but it is. In utero. In the womb. It's giving birth to a new or an updated you 2.0, perhaps. That's where I'm not sure why utero's popping in there. Though it may not feel like luck at first. It's going to be annoying. I do see some new growth coming out of it. Yes, you listen, you can do it. Yeah. Well, listen, the cool thing is you can do it. And it's not like you can't. And that's where I think an actual problem exists. Everything else is a situation, and a situation is the way we perceive things. Now, I feel like somebody's gonna have to turn their back on somebody's fuck shit. Like it's like, okay, it's okay. I feel like it's not your fault though. Somebody else brings about completion. Again, this to me goes here with this new design of the self. And I see that here. It's like this, it's like being pushed against a wall, pushed to a place where you can't do it anymore. So you gotta like spring forward, take control, you gotta sculpt. And this is natural, believe it or not. This is an act of logic. It's realizing you can't count on motherfuckers. It's realizing that like there's this space, the space in between. And it's up to you to take that movement forward. Because it's your experience. And this is a part of it. So this is a weakness from a past life or one of the lessons you wanted to learn here. So that's what you're doing. And it feels unstable. It feels uncertain. But it's a challenge. And it's giving you a life experience. Okay? And it is putting you into a place where oh wow, I just saw that. Holy shit. Okay, so your guides are here. I've never seen the dice do that. So whoever this reading is for, like, yo, literally, okay, I'm going to show you where 11 hits. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. They're all facing. So it's almost like you're being surrounded by guardian angels. And though they can't put a foot in your Rudy Poop candy ass, you are being surrounded. So if you're experiencing, I'm just going to take from what I understand of the numbers. What I'm going to take from this is if there's separation going on right now, if you're experiencing like people that were here and then suddenly they're just like, oof, it's over, or like to me this feels like divine intervention on crack. on steroids with stilts. This feels like divine intervention if it was an army of guides, because they're here with spirituality, they're here with the unknown, the unrealized you. They're here with health and finance, they're here with the earthly wants. They're here again with moving into the blocks, into the unknown. And it's here with what I'm going to assume is the mind and the stability, the movement that isn't probably happening like it should. So it's being organized enough to be aware of the chaos, to be aware of the situation. It's not a problem, it's a situation. And the barriers and blocks are in our head because we got all this space in between we could just go running through. It's very simple. But we got this block. So we don't need to do that. This is about courage right here. Courage to overcome, and you have it. Because it's up here. And it's not even an angelic level of courage that you need to have. But this is a lesson. This is angel school lesson, for sure. Because 11 is here up top, and then 11 appears over here about your past. So this is the self blocking the self. So let's work on that. And let's get rid of the block. And we can do that with movement. Start with altering one of the things that you normally do. Just alter some habit. Start there. Then alter another habit, as in get rid of it, or change when you do it, something. But start being comfortable with change. Make yourself comfortable with change on a small scale. And then stop thinking about it so much. You're in school, gotta take classes. What's coming? For those who I just read, what's coming next 2 weeks? Well, I'm just going to say I see two things. I see us being aware of the ability to increase our luck. But the challenge is still here. We're still not trusting ourselves. 2 weeks. Things don't really, they're not, like you know better. You know better, but we're still, However, we're recognizing a desire to change some patterns. I see that. So we're gaining some control in the way we think, the management, coming out of a few of our acts of procrastination. I would say by 50%, the way I see this. We changed some stuff. So maybe 2 weeks is just on the path. Okay? We're realizing our higher self. And we're realizing our higher self because we run out of luck on something. And this may come because there's a need to be needed. That appears twice. We're ready for the new cycle. We're finishing up some things in the next 2 weeks. See that? But on this, ooh, okay. Be careful of your temper in the next 2 weeks. I feel like you have to cut somebody off. Or like, I just hear a head check. Like maybe you have to check somebody else's ego or something. Or it's like being done with a situation, realizing the selfishness, or maybe selfless is the word I'm looking for, but I feel selfish. This is like watching your temper. So watch your temper. Grace is what I'm hearing. Grace. I need to close my door again. God damn it. Yeah, I'm going to close with that. Watch your temper in the next 2 weeks. This may be like somebody who isn't pulling their weight. This could be at work. Yeah, this could be work. Have grace. Practice your grace skills, whatever that is. Over the next 2 weeks, this could be somebody. Somebody might be testing your gangster. Stay focused. Somebody needs to work on their art. Go outside. Practice some moderation. Be aware of the lust of somebody coming in. Someone is going to contact or interact with somebody watching this, and they're doing it to see, they're testing the environment to see if you would. I'll use that loosely. I'll use that loosely. So be careful. Somebody is testing. Somebody's seeing if there's any change. They want unity, seeing if you've given up on something. Given up on maybe a way of thinking. Given up on hope. Oh my God, that's what I just heard. Okay, we're done. Who wants a personal reading? Oh, okay. I wish I could whistle. Okay. Well, work on your grace skills. I don't know if that includes ballet or tap dancing or classical music or biting the heads off of gummy bears. Whatever you need to do, practice your grace. All right? It's going to get tested. I just heard tested like a trampoline. Oh my God. All right. Who's next? That was funny. Let's see if we have a message for
Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not.
That's supposed to be a little more random than that. All right. All right. Readings. Are we yes or no? Numbers? Yes or no? Hey, sometimes things happen when they're supposed to. It was supposed to be yes or no, but as everyone's coming in, I was like, let's do something with the time. So it was supposed to happen because it was supposed to happen. Okay, fair warning. It's a moth and a fly. Good Lord, I had to close the door, but I don't want to. Okay, Manishka, did you have a question or did I answer all that for you? No, okay, there's your numbers. God damn, 36. Okay. Fucking fly. All right, messages from Manishka.
Is that like a personal attack or something? Is that like a personal attack or something? Is that like a personal attack or something?
I'm gonna do that again. I feel like I need to do that again for Manishka.
Are you challenging me? Are you challenging me?
Never mind. What's going on, Manishka? Let's get you a yes or no here. So you have a no with a time block. What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on, Manishka? What's going on? Oh, okay, I didn't. Wow, and it really came out. Are we dealing? Okay, that's a card. That's the number of a liar. Liar. Disappearing act. Somebody who's not there. It's realization, though. Okay. Hey, this is a cycle. We want to break this. We want to break this. This is a cycle. Cycle getting started right here. Cycle getting started right here. We want to break that. This is a waste of time. Waste of your good, divine time. Creativity. Not doing that. We're not doing that. We're a little focused and alone. But alone is not lonely. Damn. Yo. Hey, Manishka. I'm going to need you to break this cycle like now. That is a challenge. That's a whole challenge right there. That's a Pepsi challenge right there. You got to break this cycle. I'm going to show you. Wow, you can't even see it. Okay. Okay. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Even the fucking. Goddamn. Okay. So, that's like that holy grail of cycles. Spinning, spinning. And you're not a tire on a car and not going around a circle. So, whatever this thought process is, whatever this thing, this process you're going through, let's stop it. We have goals, better things we could be doing, but got to get out of our head. Make the cycle about you. That's a hell of a focus you got here. So, yeah, it's just cycling into nothing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, on the 3. So, and I'm just pulling cards as I'm talking. So it's going with what I'm saying. So, the unity. Let's work on that, okay? Let's work on the way we're thinking about this situation, because you're kind of losing precious time on thoughts of the past. And that type of fixation on moments in time, because that's what this is, a moment. And the way we think about the others is a moment in time, because those people ain't going to be around forever. Sorry, they're not. So, if you notice, the clock moves in all directions except one, forward. So you're blocking yourself, okay? Relationships, unions, partnerships, whatever the fuck this is. Not now. Not now. And it's feeling isolated, it's feeling cornered, it's feeling forgotten. But it's a fixed energy blocking you. That's your fixed energy. So find something to do with yourself. You're so awesome. Find something better to do with yourself. God damn it. Ah. Okay. Sorry, I have lots of trees around my door. All right, do we have any advice? Okay. Manishka, you will find your luck in, how do you say it? No longer deceiving oneself. Yeah. It's a situation you can't let go of, but you got to turn your back on it and grow. Part of the lesson is finishing up the way we think. Okay? Can you do here? I'll share a little secret with you, Manishka. Good way to get rid of the thoughts of that person, or at least help you change the way you think about it. Can I give you a little something to do? Something that could be fun. Okay. We all have one of these. I always keep one of these on my desk. This is weird. So, I do a number of things with paper towel rolls and stuff like that. But one of the things you can do with this, is get one. You can use some foil or whatever you got to do. Make a bottom. Put tape down there. That would be good too. So it'll stick and you can't pull them out. Okay. Make yourself a bottom. In fact, okay. So now we have a little trash can. A little trash can. So we can take our little trash can, okay? And I want you to put this where nobody's going to question you about what the fuck that is. So put it wherever you need to put it, but put it somewhere where you can see it. If it's the closet, someplace you go where you can see it. I'm going to take this. We'll take a marker when no one's looking, and we're going to write that shithead's name on it. Or we're going to write these thoughts on it. You can write it in it if you want. When you start to feel that feeling, and you're focused like this, wanting to ask about the others instead of asking about you, which is most important. I want you to write that thought on a piece of paper, tear it off. Put your little thought, whatever that horrible thought or that person's name is, gonna ball it up, put it in the trash. And when you put it in the trash, I want you to put the thought and the feeling, everything goes in there. And you can do it as many times as you need to. If you have this thought every 15 minutes, fill up your trash can. Over time, you're going to be able to look in there and go, oh man, I'm really fucked up. I got to stop thinking about this shit. And you'll catch yourself 5, 10. If it takes 100, that's what it takes. Because it's a thought pattern in the way we think. So as we all understand trash, you're going to put it in the trash. We're going to put our thoughts that are useless in the trash. The others that don't make us happy, they might need to go in there on a Monday. You might feel bad afterward and go pick it out and go, you know what? All right, I'll just put it over here. But put the emotions, put that bad focus here. You can seal it up when it's done and give it a lovely ending into a real garbage can afterward. Whatever ceremonies you need to do, you do it. But it's to alter the way you think. It's to associate that thought that stops you from getting up and being your greatness. It's to associate that thought with trash. It's waste. Most importantly, it's waste. It is wasteful. You don't play with trash. Put it away. Then we go on about our beeswax. But make yourself a trash can. Now, sometimes you might have to do this after a relationship with someone. Not a spell casting or any of that. We're changing the way we think. Associate those wasteful thoughts with what they are. Waste. We don't need a big trash can for that. You should have a little one with your bullshit on it. So you know what it is. It's not a joke. You can maybe just draw a heart, decorate it however you need to. Maybe you don't want to decorate it because that's weird. I don't care. The thoughts are trash. And they're wasteful. So, it's affecting your career. Well then yes, decorate your trash can. Sometimes I do. If my thoughts are like causing me too much disturbance, or I'm angry at something, we always got a toilet paper roll around the house. Paper towel roll. It doesn't have to be so big. Maybe you're not as emotional as I am. You can cut yours in half if it feels better. Maybe you need the whole fucking paper towel roll. I don't know. We won't talk about that. I'll leave you to your own devices, but make that trash can. Maybe you can let other people dispose of their waste. When they bring their bullshit to you, you can go, oh, hey, this is my bullshit trash can. Could you write your grievances on it? And what do they call that? Your suggestion box? Here's my suggestion box. Go ahead. Management will get back to you in about 7 to 10 business days. Good. I hope it's helpful. Now, who's next? I swear, I think I've been in and out of this room all day. No fly. I start this chat, fly. It's probably a CIA fly. That's funny. Then it starts buzzing. You're welcome, Manishka. I hope your trash can is a good looking one. I can't tell you how therapeutic for me it is. I have a set. I'm not friend. I have a nice collection of silver and gold markers, and I decorate my trash can sometimes. When it's pretty, it's inspirational. You can look over and you go, oh wow, I don't like that person today. Hold on. You go into the fuck shit trash can. It's bullshit artist. Go over here. Just make sure nobody goes through your trash. They will be hurt. You will have explaining to do. You don't want to do that. So make sure your trash can is in a safe and secure place. Maybe you need to store it in a box of tampons, ladies. I don't know. Just thinking of, just putting that out there. Not saying I've ever done that. Just, anyways, who's next? Oh, Dana, you've never gotten a reading. Okay. So, gotta read how we do readings. Eskimo is always a goddess and courteous enough to type that out. So you'll have to read it. Because I don't really answer questions like that. I go deep. Sometimes. Other times I just go deep into a bowl of ice cream. I get this feeling Manishka is plotting out a lovely trash can that will look significantly better than mine. Now I feel inspired to work on a trash can. So the next chat, we're going to have a trash can, like, trash can competitions. Who's got the most glorious trash can? And it's recycling. Oh. No first timers here. Really? Okay. Oh, first time here. Okay. Well, maybe we'll skip over that if it's her first. I don't know. Let's see messages for Tina.
These nuts. Got him. Got him. These nuts. Got him.
So there is a scatter. Can't see the unity. There's something we're not addressing. No relations at this time. Okay. Normally my readings are yes or no for tonight. Let's see. Okay. So what I see, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, so I'm just going to say T. I'm going to call you 11, quite actually. I'm going to call you 11 tonight. You have trust issues. You have trust issues, and it may come across to others as a little bit selfish, snobbish. There's a feeling of someone being opinionated, and they're in reverse here. Wow. Okay. Um. 11. Your own numbers are backing the fuck up right here. That's very interesting. It's very interesting. That's very interesting. 11. 11. 11. 11. Mm. Okay, so if this isn't you, this is someone around you. I don't know. I feel like you're asking about you though. Because it's the want, the want, the want, the want. It's the impulsive decision. It's not taking care of the self. And I'm going off your numbers here. So this is this masculine energy here. But you have a masculine energy too. Like, do you headbutt motherfuckers? What is it? I'm sorry. Okay, so there's this force. Mm. I'm hearing you need to move. You need to move. I'm famous for breaking my pencil. Time to get out of a situation or a way of thinking. And I see blocks here. We're in our head. Like we're like, okay. We're in our head like we were taught to be that way. Taught to not trust the self, not accept ourselves, not. This might have been the lesson of one influence in the environment. I see one. And it's a sickness. This could be a jealous person. This could be someone from childhood. And that's a sinking type of somebody who's down. Could be a depressed person, an angry, someone blocked. So there's an action that is a repetition. I don't know what you're doing in your world here, but looks like a cycle that's going to be, it's the cycle is dependent upon you realizing you don't need it. Yes. Ooh. Okay. So maybe we need to alter the way we're thinking about it. We're really focused. It's a sex-focused energy. So this is my card of the unusual sex mind. And I don't think that applies to everyone, so I'm not saying that. But this is a card about choice. Okay? This is a card about choice. On the other side of that is you being on the wrong path to getting what you want. It comes back. You're on the wrong path. Your guides want you to know that. And there's a test you're not taking in life right now. Okay? This is a test about action. This is a test about what you've already learned and how many times we're going to rehash the same fucking situation as what I just heard. Okay. It's inventive. It's like thinking something that isn't there, or thinking ourselves into a situation where we don't move forward. Having the knowledge, having the wisdom, not making use of it, not finding luck with that, that's a choice. It's like choosing to interact with liars, choosing to be one, not letting go of a situation, lying to yourself about what it is, not accepting that things may be over. This is a time where we learn balance, let go of some shit. Because if not, we're going to repeat. I just heard the others. Take into consideration your childhood and make sure you're not doing what you saw from childhood. Make sure you're not attracted to the same situations. Unless that was good, because I see somebody turned upside down. This is somebody who's thought themselves into a trap, and while they're ignoring their gifts. So you're ignoring greatness of the self. I feel like that's the lesson at this time. Plans and talk of plans fail. Conflict and chaos and competition, it becomes the focus. Envy. It's like not realizing you're great. I feel like you have to do this work yourself. You have to do this work yourself. And you have to be comfortable with yourself. Because you're all over the fucking place right here. You're all over the place. You gotta pick a path. Like, here's a path. I can choose complete fucking destruction, never realize my maximum potential. I can do all this stuff right here and make fucked up communications with others, have fucked up interactions with others, and then be alone again, and I can cycle through that. Or I could recognize my greatness, stop lying to myself, stop the fucked up communications, trust that I am great, you're awesome, because you are, and then leave some shit over there. And so you can put yourself in the place where you need to be, where you can not attract the wrong elements. Okay? Right. And you have to be comfortable with yourself. One keeps coming back. There's this problem with being alone. There's this problem with accepting yourself. And loner, goddamn. Fucking bugs. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do it. And in this time, you're going to recognize your greatness. Okay? I'm also getting this feeling like you need to be aware of competition. Like that's going to be a thing for you, or it is a thing. Or you think other people are competition, but you're different and you're not like the others. So there can't possibly be that. I hope that's not what I'm looking at right here. I hope you're not competing for. Girl, I hope this ain't you standing in line. 1111. Are you standing in line for ding ding? Are you standing? Tania, I'm gonna need you to build a trash can tonight. Put that bullshit in it. 11. Oh my God. I hope you're not fucking with somebody who's messing around or has options. Because the pop quiz comes out here. There's a test you need to take so you can move out of this, whatever we want to call this. Because it's nothing. It's nothing there. It's. Oh my God. I have to kill this fly. Which feels really not like a thing of divinity. Fucking hate. You don't compete? Okay, good. That was weird. Okay. There's the pop quiz. Things aren't. I see no result here. Still feels like waiting, not realizing our potential. However, I see you pausing to enjoy the views, testing and evaluating, and you are manifesting something. You're almost there. Process almost complete. Something you want is coming, though. This involves more so on the tangibles. Nah, I don't think it's. Oh, and you'll have to make a choice. It's a period of this or that. But I don't see you taking either of those. However, the only advice I can see coming for you is try to have some fun. Don't put yourself down. And don't be lazy. You're experiencing your goddess karma too. Maybe it doesn't seem like it, but you are. Sometimes that quiet time is so you can get ready for the next or the right one. Thank you. The flies are seasonal when the flowers start doing their thing. And the trees are, yeah. I hate to get them cut. When the trees get cut, I feel sad. So I kind of let it get out of control outside. Okay. And I don't want to close the door. So I have to suffer a little bit. So, Ryan Hull, is that Ryan? Ryan. And I don't have a pencil anymore. And a marker will be no fun. I guess Ryan's not here. You're welcome. You're welcome, 1111. Aw, thank you for the heart. I hope that was somewhat helpful. And back to the yes or no. Nope, no one's here. Okay. Well, we got to get 1111 a little noise going out. I'm not sure how that applies at all. Just random noises my phone will do when I shake it. All right. I think it's just us. Oh, Word Girl's here. Okay. All right. Since you typed it all out, I'll just give you the yes or no. Word Girl. I don't know what you needed to know that for. But yes, there's an action. Yes, it involves the others. Yes, it. Oh, wow. Yes, for health. Yes, this is relations. This is feelings, enjoyment, and no unity. And potentially no forgiveness. Let me pull a little bit more for you there. Okay. Not going anywhere. So it's like you're blocking yourself with all this wavy energy. It's not knowing what's going to happen next, but refusing to see through the mist of your own emotions. Waiting, very, very, I don't have a better word than chaos, but it's wavy. It's wavy. It's, I'm going to say illusions. It's overthinking yourself into, it's overthinking instead of moving your butt into new places. So we have this here just real quick. I hope that's not somebody with a temper. Your own numbers is like coming into a place of awareness that things are what you want them to be. It's realizing it's vision. It's realizing you're with someone who's a thief, a taker, fraudulent, lusty. Someone may also be codependent, and that could be you. Somebody, and this is something that went from okay to oh my God. So, yeah. At this time, I feel like it's very emotional. Yeah. Feels very emotional. And it feels alone. Okay? It feels alone coming out of a place of war or battle. This person may have been destructive that you're asking about or thinking about. Or maybe they made you destructive. But whatever that was, it turned your luck upside down. It's time to move out of that. Because you're still in that unhealthy thinking place. Or does he call it the sunken place? And you're not. I can assure you you're not. It's just the strong brain. Our brains are. Oh, the birds are fighting outside in the middle of the night. All right. So, your 6 comes back at the end of this reading here. And those are your 2 6s there. So, we want to work on healing. Healing. We gotta heal. Change the way we think. Change the way we look at others. Get rid of the selfish elements that don't serve us very well. You something like nurturing, a domestic element about you. There's that soft, cushiony, I pick up injured dogs that bite type of thing. I feel like you have going, okay? So, yeah, let's work on that. Because this is probably something you learned. There may be issues around family and friends with your type of thought process and heart. And there'd be a codependency in this mix too. I hope that's not the case. You would want to be careful you don't draw that in, okay? If that's not the situation, be very careful you're not drawing that in. If you are artistic or have something artistic going on in your soul or comfort that you like to do, you should be doing it. You should be doing it. Because I feel like you're skipping over that, because there it is. There it is again. It's like this is an element of yourself you should explore. But what you're going to explore in the meantime is that repetition of thought. So let's break that cycle, because your 6 is like waiting for someone to give you attention or give you something that you really don't need, quite actually. You don't need it. Looks like everybody like, wow. I don't know if this is you in the middle or if you push people back or push people off or just are separate. You choose to separate yourself from the others. But this is a fixed energy. So don't bitch about emotions you are fixing around yourself. Okay? Don't look for answers in that. Just recognize that that's you. That's you right here. That's you over here by yourself. That's you over here by yourself. These are choices. So maybe instead of, if you find comfort in your having your own space, then that's what it's supposed to be. Don't, not to feel bad about it. Where the fuck is your art? Because I see that here first. In fact, I see it being like, it's like finding frustration with life or knowing something else is there, or it's really hard to define. But it's like having these, it's like having blocks with the others because you don't know all of thyself. I feel like you are aware of this element, but it's not, maybe your art isn't as upfront as you need it to be in your space. Maybe it's not there at all, but I see it here. But it's not, gotta, okay. It's like you think yourself into not doing things. So that's not a good luck right there. Not look, but luck. Chances are you, okay, you're sensitive. Oh, that's what it is. That makes sense. Now that makes sense. Okay. What could we be doing instead? Oh, you're sensitive. Well, now that all makes sense. So lookity here, lookity here. As I tell other people I do readings for, it's, you're like a spirit guide from spirit world where there's angels. And you're here in the realm of chaos having a human experience. That's why shit is so different. You absorb different, feel different, process different. That can also lead to destructive behaviors or making friends and alliances that have tempers and are destructive. And it kind of just puts you in that place. We can also learn that from childhood. But in between all of that jumbo, mumbo jumbo feeling stuff, we're seeking quietly because we are aware that there's something else about us that ain't like the others. And you're right. So, there's a shyness. The guide has a lot of work to do to break out of that cocoon sometimes, really. Really do. So, go easy on yourself, but understand that you're here for big things. You're here to help others. So maybe relationships don't work at this time because we don't have that faith in ourselves. We're too protective. Okay? And what we are really and truly good at from many lives before is being one with it all. One with people, one with animals. You are. You're intuitive. You have the ability to be loyal, friendly. But you are also experiencing the inverse of that in this realm. You may be experiencing that with the others. So watch that in yourself because that can easily turn your luck upside down. And your luck is always your choice because you have the ability to sculpt your luck. It's not at the bottom. Well, except here. So stay grounded, okay? And accept emotional balance in all things. Always look for that. And don't be afraid to block motherfuckers if you need to. Don't be afraid to be by yourself. I feel like that's not an issue, but do something with that boredom. I can tell you that. Because if you don't, you will grow older and you'll be an old, irritated, lazy old person. I'm talking like gray hair and, when you're really old. Because you will have skipped over one of your gifts. You will have skipped over one of your divinity gifts. Whether that's art or music or something that is of benefit to the others. So get out of that fucking... Do you see all this over here? The party's over here. I'm going to need you to come from out of this corner. Anytime you're ready, though. Anytime you're ready. No rush. Just a little bit, though, but not a rush. Okay? Because you're ready for some new shit. But it's you that's closed off. So it's all in your head. I can tell you that. It's 100% in your head. Let's see what the phone says.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up. It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up. It was at...
Let's see, I'll give you one more.
Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not.
So, yeah. Yeah, we come back to 3. Growth is up to you. And you're putting all these obstacles and illusions in front of growth. So if you're comfortable with that, relax. Who cares? But if you're not, change the way you think. Change the way you perceive the others. And make sure you're not copycatting childhood. Sometimes you got to look real hard at the people we bring into our space. Or the people we push out of our space. Sometimes we're doing it because they remind us of the others. That's just what I call them. The others. You know who they are. You'll be alright, though. You'll be alright, though. Be alright. We just gotta... The others are having an experience just like you are, for better or for worse. But your work here is to break a cycle. Break a smoky... It's like a cloudy head cycle. Maybe there's something emotional, mental going on. Maybe with you or the others. But if my perception is correct, you are going to break the cycle. You're going to break it, really. You're going to break a cycle and show the others how to break an important cycle too. It's just going to take some work. But you was built for it. Might have to be saying that to a couple motherfuckers. Gotcha, bitch. Alright. Fatima. I had an Ed 360 here. But I guess they're gone. Okay. Fatima. Okay, I see. Fatima 2320. You wanna know what I first heard, Fatima? I heard access denied. Let's get your yes or no. don't know what that means. A cycle gets blocked. So the answer I get is no, it's false. But that's in reverse. Anything else? No action. No for karma? And then coming out after that is yes. So the first answer is no. Somebody's lying to themselves, not taking actions. Is that what I'm looking at? What's going on? Karma's at the bottom too. So on what I drew, looks like something that used to work in the past or has cycles being broken or blocked. It's like, yeah, literally I saw like a gate, a red sign. I could almost hear like the and like the alarm. Access denied. Maybe I'm a robot. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That literally is insane. So the numbers to my vision, go 6, 7, 9, and 10. So something escalates. Something escalated causes a blockage. So this could be something destructive. Someone's destructive behavior. There's an ending right there. And this looks like I hear collaborative effort. Collaborative effort. 1, 2, 3 that I can see. Yeah. So something that was is no longer. Advice. Okay, so look. I suppose I could get mad if anyone understood what the fuck I was looking at. But you don't. So I'll just yell at you. Time to completely let go of some shit. It's time to move on from things that aren't growing anymore. We're like clutching to things as it's time to let them drift away. If there were balloons floating away into the air and you paid for them, you would float away with them because you couldn't let go. So, out of destruction, we pray for luck. Or we set a fixed energy, expecting, feeling entitled to something, feeling owed. Fixed energy, I'm standing 10 toes down on my beliefs. And we're being emotional. And we're being addicted to chaos. And we're being egotistical. And we're clutching our pearls, even if they were connected to the back of a U-Haul truck, driving haphazardly through the desert. We would still be holding on to that. So Fatima, I'm gonna need you to let go. Okay, so this is fucking with your luck though. Real talk. It's like you're putting yourself in a position where you're gonna need to defend yourself. It's like what? I just heard emotional trampoline. I don't even know what the fuck that is. What the fuck is an emotional trampoline? Does somebody in this chat room have a trampoline? What is this? Boing boing. Who has an emotional trampoline? What? I don't know. That's funny. You are? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm glad one of us gets it. Because I'm like, what the fuck is that? Well, then boing, 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 boing. Can you stop? I think you have better things to do. Seriously. So, you're probably, yeah. Time to just turn our back and accept closure. Make closure. Did you hear my story about the trash can, Fatima? If you didn't, you should go to the beginning of the video and you should do the trash can. Seriously. You probably need the paper towel size though. Anyways. So, in the meantime, you are skipping over your divinity every time you think about this. Every time you shift your focus to this, you block yourself. Okay? And though you call 2323, your numbers don't appear. They appear in the fixed energy. The threes appear in the fixed energy. Your two does too, but I don't even really like to count that. Because this is just you standing 10 toes down on what you think, what you feel like you're owed, what you feel others should do. That's ego. And ego is that it's your experience here in this realm, sure, but it's a cycle we gotta break. Because that's how we get to the gifts. We have to let go of the ego. So, you know this. I feel like I'm saying some shit I already said. I'm saying some shit I already said. But you create your own endings and blocks here. Now, all right. Well, thank you for bringing that back. I don't know about maybe in childhood you saw someone who was a perfectionist. Maybe there was someone you didn't get along with or didn't go well with, conflict, some type of issues in the home growing up that didn't really get dealt with correctly. Could be boundary issues too. People not finishing, people being half-assed. People who didn't, what's the word? Boundaries is the best I have. People who didn't do well in relationships. You want to be mindful of that shit. Okay? Till then, my darling, how you gonna listen? What are you gonna? Okay, I'm not even going there. You sure do make a whole lot of endings for somebody who wants that. Really? Okay. So I want you to watch the beginning of the video. I want you to make yourself a trash can. And I want you to put all the useless thoughts in there so that you can get to the action that you want to take, which is getting towards having your family or whatever you want. Make sure you're not copying the elders. There's that loop. So when I see, like, it's like how you learned to look at the wrong loves, get involved with the wrong people, focus on shit that don't serve you. It's like maybe one parent was chaotic, or one person in your world was chaotic growing up, and the other person was just like trying to keep a group together, despite somebody trying to like always be the cooperative one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Relationships might have to, I don't know. Some of this, you don't copy any elders? Okay. Make sure of that. Make sure of that. Most people don't know that they're seeking their parents in their partners. So watch your ego. Because the ego is what will blind you to the truth. And your ego is all right here when all this, like moving from one cycle to the next to the next. Renewal, ready for more, but can't let go of shit. I want something new, but I don't want it to be like that. Well, what do you want in a relationship? I don't want them to be like my ex, like this, like this, like this. You don't realize that. Never mind. Anyways, uh, anywho, how many more are left? Yes or no questions, please. You're welcome, Fatima. You stick to being single. See, look. Stop. Fatima, that's the problem. That's the problem. Right there. You typed it out. Now you'll live it out. As you thinketh, so it is. Watch the beginning of the video. Make yourself a trash can and put all of those useless thoughts in there. Work on you. Then maybe you'll join a gym or go out or plant a garden. Do something in nature. Maybe there's some people you can help. Just, there's a key. It's there. You're missing it. Maybe you gotta let go of all these other keys to pick up that one. Ed 360. Let's see if my pencil works. All right. Yes or no for Ed 1238. The answer is no. And there's your 8. So no to the cycle. Oh, no to the cycle. No to the cycle because it's wavy. Yeah, it's wavy. And then no with the 9. So that's twice. Oops. No. This could, and that 9 can be a codependent situation. This could be ego fed. Alternatively, it could be one experiencing an opportunity to elevate the way they think of themselves or the others. Also, we could just be really holding on to feelings, thoughts. I asked again. Avoid. So there may be something error. Oh, listen, if you feel bad about it, you might also be asking the question incorrectly. That can happen too. What comes out while I'm talking is stop waiting. So, at the bottom is a half truth. So, it was about having your own place. That doesn't tell me what the question is, though. If you asked about having your own place, should Ed get his own place soon? Yes. Yes. Because we all enjoy our control, right? Like our space, balance. Says, yes, do it. You should have your own place, but should and would and could. Maybe you lack the experience to move, or there's some other reason that you can't. Or are we just lying to ourselves about what's going on? Or something's a lie here. So we may be misleading ourselves. Oh. Who's next? Copenhagen. Hello. Money. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Will Ed be in his own place by summer of 2021? Keep pulling, because that came out while I was talking. Will Ed be in his own place by summer 2021? Hmm? So there's some testing that needs to be done, some learning, some awareness, some experience to be gained. I don't know if that means job. Maybe it does. So, yeah. Maybe not by summer, but again, the cards in between said just do it. So any stall at this point would be ego. And don't move until it's right. What are you doing? You go when it's right if it's about money. You for sure. I would say wherever you're at, be grateful and clean up and help. Help out. Book of Enchantments. Nice numbers there. What I really just heard is hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. Seems like a lot of repetition, back and forth. I just heard the daily grind. What? The daily grind? So, hard work pays off is what I'm hearing. Let's see if there's a matching song. Yay.
Coincidence? I think not. Coincidence? I think not.
This is not supposed to repeat like
I
this.
think not.
It's supposed to give me like one of like all the 50 I have selected. It's supposed to randomly pick. Interesting. Anyways, you're welcome, Ed. Okay. Makes sense. I'm glad it makes sense to you. It almost never makes sense to me. And the cards agree. Yeah, bitch. It almost never makes sense to me. I'm the last to know. Oops. As my nose hits the floor. Heat journey. Once again, I hear this. Why do I hear somebody who's in the chat getting kicked out? I hear somebody yelling, "Get the fuck out of my house." Why do I hear that again? Why do I hear that? I hear somebody yelling, "Get the fuck out of my house." Okay, now let's move back into this. That's what I heard when I did your numbers. Okay, so it's like the completion of a group, a completion of a. It's wanting it completion. It's wanting an end, and then moving into something new. Wanting. Okay, wait. I'm on Heat Journey now. Regarding love, Heat Journey. Heat Journey is the one I'm reading for right now. 4623. So your first card that comes out is no regarding health, but love yourself. So we may be thinking about what love is or what we want in a relationship, or might not be thinking about it the right way. And we may be opening up ourselves to maybe some wrong stuff. What comes out after that is, why do you care? Are we thinking about relationships in the most healthy ways? Do you even have time for that shit? Because this is green right here. So are you listening? This could be environmental. What type of um, dating possibilities are around you? Are you in the right space? This could do with health and money. Again. So people call you selfish. Do you think you're selfish? I think we all want that. You want a guy for his benefits and how he treats you. Well, that's interesting. Upside down facing me, unhealthy habits. So the completion at the beginning would be you if you call yourself selfish. If other people tell you, if you stand still long enough for other people to tell you that you're selfish, then are people saying that when they're leaving and they're angry and they didn't get what they wanted? Is that how that works? Because that maybe you're listening to other people too much. That could be it too. But it's very interesting. Loving yourself comes out for me in reverse here. So maybe you love yourself too much. That's possible. Ew. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'll go with what you say, because that's what came out in the dice. You tell them your love story and they say you're selfish. Well, you're not open for conversations. That at least ones that go back and forth. I see that. But I don't understand what that still gets us here though. I don't understand what the purpose of the reading is. Why are you asking questions if you choose your own chaos? What's there to question if you choose your own chaos? It's you that blocks the heart. It's you that chooses the blockage. 8 comes out here. So, by your own numbers, your 3 at the end is no result. It's destroying things. It's putting out the fiery passions of relations. So, I don't know what to tell you there. Your 4 and your 6 is 10. It's completion. It's new cycle. It's not even recycling. It's like having the type of love where you never wear the same clothes twice. I don't know what to tell you. Heat journey, that's what we all want. And you know what, darling? You have to find someone mature enough for that. You have to find someone who is mature enough for that. But before you can get that, you have to be that kind of mature. Maybe you're not old enough for that type of love. Maybe you're not old enough for that. At some point, you'll realize there's a lot of too much tree action coming in. So at some point you'll realize your selfish ways and you'll fix it, or you'll just be old and maybe single and you might like it that way. I don't know. You bring about your own endings and you make your own chaos. I would love to enlighten you with more data, but I can't. The things that you want, a lot of people want. I see that there. Heat journey. But I just bridged to Narnia. I don't know. That's just what I heard. Oh, that sounds like somebody whining. Okay, Heat Journey. I think that was better than my reading all day long. Stop whining. You're whining. When me. Maybe you are selfish. I don't know. I want. I hope you sing opera with all that me, 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 me. Shit, is the fly in here trying to talk to you? Oh, gosh. All right. Okay. Tulip tears. I don't want you to think of a number. It should just fly out. Okay? Just let it flow. So, 4321. A real original. I don't know what that message is all about, but all right. Captain Chaos. The song says, "Hoes mad. Hoes mad." And I'm feeling chaos that pushes itself into a place where it's alone. It feels like somebody's stuck. It feels like somebody who's not getting the result that they want. It feels like somebody not getting the result that they want in a union or getting the response from others. And then we're lonely. And we're aware of that. Or we're feeling lonely. Another way of seeing this is like pushing away, like for safety. Seeking stability. This can be love too. But it's, I don't know what, okay, I just heard overshooting your shot. Overshooting your shot. Sorry about that. Ah! And as usual, I missed. You're seeking stability. Okay. Well, looky here, my dear. There's your chaos right there. And your numbers get to complete, your numbers bring an end. Your numbers bring awareness of wanting something different. Your numbers. But, I don't know. So let's see what comes out here. There's a cycle. There's that cycle of bad luck. But it's like standing on your luck. It's like standing on top of your good luck. Standing on the trust of yourself. And I don't mean like standing on it like I believe in it either. I mean like putting on our boots and smashing it down. So we may be not wanting to do that. Take some time to relax. Get a look at the big picture. I feel like that's a work or a lesson for you now. Look at the big picture. Gratitude, what you do have as opposed to what you want. And it looks like a time to move forward too. So there's moving into some place unknown, moving into parts unknown. And these are blocks. These are blocks that we think we've put in place to protect us and enhance our luck. Because 7 is here twice. There's 7. 7 comes across. So it's like cutting your nose off to spite your face. Why? It's like stopping your own opportunities. So we're, yeah. Gotta let go of some stuff. Action-wise, going forward, you are getting some cosmic interference, some cosmic assistance. Your guides would like you to have a better look around at your environment. This could be the others. This is just your guides asking you to pay attention. Okay? Because there's something coming you need to be prepared for. There's something coming you need to be prepared for. I don't know what that is. And it involves this luck. Oh. Okay. Well, that's good. So you have something coming soon that is gonna require a decision. This does have to do with another, but this is going to take place around creativity, luxury. I just heard vacation or going somewhere. You may find some love, happiness in a group setting, or when you collaborate with others, when you're around others. Okay? So don't be afraid of that. For now, I think you guys want you to look at the big picture. Focus on the haves, not so much the have-nots. And that luck, I feel, comes in a situation with more than one. Because I see groups here. This may be something you've done before, too. Or it's a conversation of something you've done before. Maybe plans to do something you've done before. This could have to do with the group. You may be traveling. So this could be the vacation part. And you may separate from the group, so to speak, and meet somebody. Maybe. But I do see some satisfaction coming. So be still in the quiet of the moment. I feel like you have some stuff you need to complete, living-wise, chores-wise, in preparation for this right here. You go further on that. Oh, okay. I'll put that over here. So, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. When you meet this person, you're going to meet somebody in this group setting soon. Don't be lazy with this. Don't be selfish with this. And I feel like you'll have a test soon too about impulsive behavior. You may be coming out of a situation like that where somebody was being impulsive with your feelings. So, or selfish, sex-focused, possibly. Make sure you're not like that on the other end of this. So I feel like there's a space and a time right now to put some of our baggage down, some of our emotional baggage. So put this is a space, and this is like royalty space and time to put some things away and organize and do what you got to do. Because you got to get ready for this. You got to get ready for this. And you should not be in an upside down, half-assed. You shouldn't become a half-assed, all right? Because you don't have to. Yes, I see that. Bright. I see brilliance here. And you're going to need to be in a headspace where you can tell which dick is the... Oh, did I say dick? I'm sorry. Rewind. I did not mean dick. You're going to have to be able to tell who's the test and who is really, really ready to be in your space, breathing your air. So there's a test here. When you meet the one, you're going to know because it's in a group setting. I say that again. I don't know why I keep saying that. There feels like so much emphasis on that. And you're going to need to be right so you don't say the wrong thing. Good luck with that. Whew. I hear work on your words. Work on your words. Maybe that's a message for me. Maybe that's one for me. If it's for you too, then we'll share it. Yeah, work on that stuff so your mind is right. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I get a hopeful vibration. This is hope. I see it here, but I'm hoping that it stays that way. I feel like you're gonna have an easy time telling who's who. So I feel like you're gonna have an easy time recognizing the chaos in this person. And you're gonna block. Like some soccer head punt type of I don't know why I saw that. I really did. I see it's almost like someone short on a soccer field headbutting. Like I feel you're gonna recognize who the fuck tart is, and you're gonna. I think you'll have the vision to see. All right, you're welcome. Let me know how it works out. If you made anybody cry. And just to double check you on the way out. 4321, yes or no? 4321, yes. Okay. However, the yes is in process. It's happening. It's in the building phase. It's in the head phase, the plan phase. I have a new lighter, and I have a new ashtray for my filthy habits. I hope that was helpful. Tulip tears. Enjoy yourself. I don't know why I hear that now. Now I hear Rick James. Enjoy yourself. That was for you. All right. HH, However you want to do it, you want to give me numbers for your yes or no, or you can ask your question. You run a 50-50 that I might yell if you write your question out. I don't know. However you want to do it, HH. $18.81. Well, I see you're 18. That's a fascinating one. Okay, weird. So I get something that's getting bigger and bigger, or gaining more awareness, or you're getting more awareness of something, but it's getting bigger and bigger. And so this could be an issue. And what the word comes to me is defense and nothing else. So maybe it's like self defense or a field. And I wrote that too, like defense field. This I'm gonna murder this fucking fly. Anyways, I wrote defense field. I don't fucking know. So let's get your yes or no. So the answer is yes for, because it kind of came out upside down for me. Came out upside down for me, so we may be having some procrastination issues, right? This is not a growth situation. No growth. But there's potential. This could have to do with money. This could have to do with making things happen. Could be waiting, hoping we avoid an error, but we may be doing that by being defensive, on the defense. What comes out after that is yes, 6, and yes, do it! Do it! You can do it! I gotta watch something Adam Sandler tonight. Okay, so we have yes and 6. Well, yeah, we're getting some rewards, right? We could be getting some rewards because we know better. This can be secret knowledge also. But because I see like it's wanting to make sure we don't fuck up, they don't fuck up. There's luck here. So we're concerned about how things are going to turn out. But this is awareness. And that's always good. Now, we may be coming out of a situation where we didn't see things the way they really were, right? This could be with a union, putting balance together, restoring balance, wanting it, discovering it ain't there. Maybe someone pushed us backwards. Maybe someone says no. Maybe things don't work in partnerships the way we want them to when we see what I'm looking at. So, our luck comes in letting go and moving on, completing this process, taking that step forward. Which could be our, yes, do it. Do it. Yay, I'm good, yay. Smiley faces work too, you know. Ooh. All right. Oh, Lord. Oh. I don't know all that. Leo, North Node and Leo, Chinese zodiac dragon, rather stubborn. And still, I doubt you can imagine our fiery relationship. What? I would show you my notes on astrology. You would laugh. My notes as far as astrology is I have like right here. Month Capricorns through Sagittarius and their birth dates. So when people say that, I'm like, oh, that's when your birthday is. I'm a remote viewer. So I see other stuff. Oh, H. Ooh, very interesting question. She can't see a spiritual call for herself. Oh, okay. It is all repetition like staring. Okay. Well, the higher meaning doesn't escape us. It's we're here to have an experience. We're here to raise the elevation. We're here to learn. We're all here having a collective experience. But the answer has to be found for your partner. And if they're going through this cycle of getting to that spiritual place, you can expect those dips to wax and wane. And it I don't know how old your partner is, but fucking A. I am going to murder this. It's just one and he won't go out. Okay. So you have to be prepared for the waxing and the waning. I don't know how old your partner is, but if they're under 40, there's going to be the ins and outs. It goes with the territory. Because in order to be the guide, here's my thing, like this concept of God, a perfect being, that we can all agree doesn't exist. How exactly does one achieve true spirituality in a realm of chaos without experiencing the chaos of the self? So even in the period of stagnation, as the brain settles and we start looking around, we pull ourselves out. So if your person is really connected, they're going to pull themselves out. And it may be a few years where they don't interact with that part of themselves. So 76 and 54. 76 and 60. Okay. I can't do any more numbers on the years or anything like that. We'd be here all night. And I'm not trying to do that. I can tell you as someone who's on a journey like that. I can tell you as someone as a remote viewer. I pick it up, I put it down. And I pick it up and I put it down according to the needs of the environment. It can be the person in the environment. If there's kids, what kind of distractions do you guys have where it has life taken over? Because that may need to be dealt with. So someone who's truly touching that gift, it's just my humble opinion. We may have to pick it up and put it down for life experiences. if you're not connected in that way, that can be an issue. You know, if she has someone telling her that she can't do it and she hasn't managed separating herself from those energies, she's going to detach. You can detach, especially if you give a fuck about what other people think. So if she cares what other people, if your partner cares what anybody thinks, that's going to be an issue. But I can assure you, if they've connected, they will reconnect. Okay? So I had, when I was going my hardest in the paint with remote viewing, it got weird shit started happening. And then life just kind of took over. And I just stopped it for a little while. And a year went by and I picked it back up again. So it's a part of the process. So try not to be too hard on your mate. Because it's a process. And it's not how do you put it? It's not a work badge. It's getting your brain to make contact, and that it's getting your brain to make contact in the midst of a agreed upon illusion. It's getting your brain to find truth in the midst of an agreed upon illusion. So there's a lot that brain in your partner has to go through. There's a lot. And in between all of that, you've got to get dressed, worry about what people think, watch the news, live, and you haven't even eaten yet. So have patience. They will come back around. You can't. Now I understand. You don't get to ignore it. You can put it down and go experience the chaos. She's allowed to put the ball down and go play something else. Get on the swing set. She could do that. So have patience. Don't push it. Don't push it. Not a magic trick. Maybe it looks like one, but it isn't. I hope that's helpful to some degree. Have patience. Right. Okay. I see what you're saying. She's under strange spiritual influences. Yeah. My advice to anyone getting into that realm would be, I would really want to give that on a one-on-one basis just to see where people's heads are at naturally. Because I think if you're taught in a way that doesn't sync with maybe how your brain works, you can have some issues. And what issues did your person come in with? Was there a mental issue already? Was there depression issues already? Was there something else, a chemical imbalance that existed already? I think you got to figure out, like, what can they do to train the brain to get rid of the noise. The noise is a big issue. It's such a big thing. So I'm glad I came back into this as a remote viewer, because all of the mystic stuff is removed. That ain't even that never even talked about. Blah 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 blah. Nobody's lighting candles or standing out under the moon. None of that happens. It sounds scientific. Your data is clumsy and all over the place. Tighten that up. Write this out so anybody can read it. Like, it's got such a there's a formula to the way you have to think in order to do the work. And it doesn't include calling in any deities or any of that, which I think is crucial when you don't know how people's brains work. So I would say maybe if you and your partner wanted to study remote viewing, and then you can see how that works. Maybe that's a fun thing to do together. And don't remote view targets that are dead targets. Go visit places and do incredible stuff. And you guys can do that stuff together, actually. All right. I don't know who's next. Who's next? Lily, sweetie. I don't see anybody, right? Lily, sweetie. Weird one. Okay. Okay, you want to know what happened? You want to know what happened? What? I feel like you want to know what happened. You want to know what happened? So the word I get is misled. I feel like somebody's being led down a wrong path, or someone's feeling misled. The next word I get is evaporate. And you're welcome, Lacey. Glad to be of service. Now, Lily, sweetie. I don't know what evaporate means, but let's get to your yes or no question. Two come out. Yes comes out first. So yes on what I feel might be a union, unity, or a connection. No popped out afterward. So no can be like starting something new. This is the self. This is sex focused. So you may be feeling misled in a relationship. I'm just going with what I see here. And we come back to 3. So 9 over 5. Interesting. You feel a bit lost? Well, I mean, I don't know what evaporate, unless something that was there is suddenly gone. Okay, you're in. Oh well, yeah. Well, that'll do it. Okay, so you be feeling too much. You be feeling too much, and you be cycling like a motherfucker. Routine, repetition, repetition. Wow, you know what's funny? I was listening to this song by Prince, and it just popped back into my head. So today, I was listening to this song by Prince from this movie he made ages ago called Graffiti Bridge. Graffiti Bridge. And there's a song called Joy in Repetition. And the chorus is, there is joy in repetition. So if it's not joyful for you, maybe you should break it. But I see repetition that's taking you down in a downward spiral. Now, if this involves others, or others are on your mind, or it's you were with some others and they ain't there no more and you feel emotional about that shit, there's your cycle. 8, 8, 8. Wow. I feel like you'd be better focused on money in this lifetime. You may want to work on that because it's, yeah, your brain be too focused. Okay. Your brain stays focused, and that's a downward path. Wow. You may be an artist. You may be artistic. Maybe you should do that to work out some of that energy, those thoughts. Because that's insecurity and it's wasteful. When there's a high probability, you're like just a really, really deep motherfucker. You're deep. You gotta make use of that. High dollar value. I just heard that. High dollar value. What? High dollar value. I don't know what that means. Okay. Anywho, you have better luck if you get out of your head, my dear. It's time to let go of those old thought processes. It's cool to be emotional. Get a pet. Buy a pet rock. Because you're going to attract in people who are going to control you with that. And it's great to have a big heart and be logical and all that stuff. I see that here. Unfortunately, part of the lesson right now includes procrastination, which isn't a very logical thing for us to be doing. Okay? We want to stop that. This is stubborn behavior. Somebody I feel like is turning, like, I feel like somebody's turning their back on another person. And that is a source of, I don't see fixed energy, but it could be. May as well be. Dance. You dance and you enjoy drawing. Everybody can draw but me, right? Oh, Lily, lucky you. You can draw. I can't draw. Now I'm sad. Okay, well, all right, wonderful. We can break it. You got some art, you can work on that. Your art is to be of benefit to the others. Just so we're clear, I'm not gonna sit here and figure out which one, but there's a gift you came in with that will be of benefit to the others. So at some point you can stop building a wall around yourself. I don't know when, whenever you want. Whenever you want, you can stop. Because you've already gone through this class 4,000 times. You can anytime you want. So, trust yourself, trust your mind. Wow. Balance is possible. Achieving balance is possible. You do it in the physical realm, so you could do it up here too. That's easy. Just make a choice to break that cycle. That's it. And it's a cycle you got to learn to break by yourself. Not really a help situation. Not really a get help from others situation. This is your work. There's your repetition again, and here's your energy becomes fixed at this point. So we want to. It's not a wall we should have to climb. So we want to break that energy, and it can be very simple. Draw. Make a promise to yourself to draw every day. and dance to one song before you go to sleep at night or something. You can do that. But it starts with a little change here, a little change there, okay? And watch that loop-de-loop spiral of procrastination. It's a hard one to break. It really is. It's a hard one to break. But you learned it. High probability you learned it. And you might be somebody who does better being like pushed by somebody to do things, and that no success. Listen, there's success as far as being trained, but misled, or if you agree you feel misled, the word you just wrote is a key. Nobody else should be leading except you. So who else's lead are you following? Because they're on one path, and you want to make sure you're not following their path. This could be those you grew up with. It could be who you're around right now, because it might be people you're surrounded by now. So you just want to make sure you're not following everybody's path. They're there for you to observe them. Observe the others, because you're supposed to be picking up their data and going, ooh, I ain't doing that shit. Ooh, I'm not doing that either. Or that looks like a good idea. Now is where we learn what's good, what's bad, what we do want, what we don't want. And you're free to make this action, because it's all right here. The action is yours to make. So it's all your choice. I don't see a block. I see a fixed energy. I see a focused energy. I see a lazy energy. I see I don't give a fuck. It'd be like if I decided to have a bowl of ice cream at 9 a.m. instead of at 1 or 2 in the morning as a reward. Don't eat ice cream. Anyways, break the cycle. That's where your luck is at. And you may need to, though you may not want to be told what to do, might be not a bad idea to explore groups that like to do the stuff you like to do. I don't mean online. I mean really, really in a group where other people are at, even if you had to rock a mask. If not, dance like no one's looking. But practice breaking cycles of procrastination. Practice breaking that. Whenever you're with people, you forget about it. Okay. Well, the flow is yours. Okay? Each individual flow is ours. And you can see when I drew your number, see the flow going down. Okay? So make sure that your river of emotions don't always have to be floating in the wrong direction. You control that shit. It's your energy. But you are here to learn how to break certain cycles. And maybe if the others are fucking lucky, you'll teach them how to break some of their cycles along the way too. Work on you first, because it's in you to help the others. You can if you want. I think you will. But it's your lesson first. And stop trying. Just do it. Just go dance. Hop off the internet right now, pop on a song, dance for 5 minutes, and then come back and watch something you enjoy. Just break a cycle right now. Just do it. Let's see. Should Lily break a cycle right now? I don't know how old you are, Lily. Maybe that's not a card for you, so I'll hold the bottom. Feminine energy. Yes. Break that cycle. And while you're breaking the cycle, make sure you have no fucks to give what anyone thinks about you. Lovely. Lovely. All right, guys, I'll take one more and then I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Cards even say, yeah, bitch. It's ice cream time out this mug. You're 21. Okay, sorry. Wait. I'll try to find the card. Hold on. Aw, nuts. Oh, well, maybe it's not for you to see it. Oh, here it is. So there was the card. So lust doesn't have to necessarily be that. It could be, go for what you want. Our lust can be our wants. Unicorn Funland. 40. $40.57, yes or no? Okay, so the first card that comes up is Love Yourself, but it's coming at an angle. Next card that comes out is Having No Fucks to Give. Comes back. More than one has no fucks to give. But it's a choice. The way the card falls, it falls for me like a choice. And then we have 5 here, so it's like choosing. It's saying for me. It's like no experience, no challenge, no progress. What I wrote with those numbers, my impression is get on track. And then I wrote the word speed train. By your own numbers, you may be going through a period to do with foundations, safety, experiencing the dark self that moves into the zero where we're going within. We have to think about things. We're dealing with illusions, frauds, bullshit, lies. And we're getting into that place where we discover either self-awareness or nothingness. We are going through the conflict. Alternatively, this could be poverty. This could have to do with money also. I'm not saying it does, but maybe. It's going through that period of conflict, destruction, realizing the self, and then looking for a reward, hoping for healing, cooperation, getting some divine vision. Connecting to these cards, I don't know. Except for the 5. Deciphering the shadows. Okay. Oops. I can pick up all the cards. Be aware of divinity. Your guides are trying to get your attention. Anything else? My wavy card. So some balance and some, I don't know, regulation. How do you calm a wave? That is a good question I cannot answer. Let's see what we got here. Give me advice. Seven appears to me twice. So there's a... I'm just going to say we need to prioritize. We need to prioritize. That's what I see. And this is a fixed energy. We may need to move out of our space. And it's a choice. So I don't see it... I see it being a fixed energy you can work with, but you may have to turn your back on some things. You may have others in your environment who are too egotistical. You may be a loner by nature. I hear appeasing the others. Stop trying to appease the others. I hope that's not the case. But there's a leader energy here. A suggestion to do that. Wow. And there's a like a force in that needs to happen. You know it's time for a new cycle, but you're not doing it. This is the work of one, table for one, before getting to anything else. So right now we're feeling kind of scattered, kind of insecure, having trouble with our relationships. Hopefully we're not being an introvert, but maybe, okay? And this is a little bit irresponsible. You might be doing that because you feel like you're of service to the others enough all fucking ready. So get out of your head. That was the shittiest advice ever. So get out of your head and fight. Fight? No, I don't think that's the answer. Wait. Do you literally swear? I feel like I hear a crowd. And the picture that's now stuck in my head is like, it's like a octagon cage. And I can hear people yelling, fight, 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 fight. Like somebody being encouraged or egged on or, oh my God, I hope that's not what's going on. I'm so sorry if it is. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if that is. Is there a speed train to run out of luck? What's going on? Oh my God. Sorry, Is any of this connecting? Oh my God. I hope nobody's fighting like that. You're not like doing no cage fighting and slamming elbows. Anywho, let's. Good Lord. This is your work to do. Nonetheless, oh my God. Is this competition? This is all upside down. I just don't know about this anymore. I feel guarded right now. I feel like guarding myself right now. Why is that? Now I feel fishnet. fishnet. I'm seeing fishnet, like fishnet against a leg. No cage fighting. Thank you, unicorn. Do I have to type a little faster? I'm like, why? Do I need to stick with that image? Is okay. No cage fighting. Okay. So let's remove some blocks. That's a good thing. Because we have some potential greatness. We can be expanding on this, working on this. Trust yourself. Okay? That's an odd sound. With regards to the others, okay? With regards to the others, and I mean those around you, whoever just popped in your head when I said the others, have patience. Have patience because your energy's fixed. Be aware of that. Like, you have this way of thinking that maybe doesn't afford others the patience they deserve, or maybe you don't give yourself the patience you deserve with moving forward, okay? Six. You are of service. You may not always find comfort with that, okay? It's okay. It usually happens upside down and backwards for you. No cage fight. Okay. It's hard for me to catch up to what you guys are saying a few minutes later, but be careful to not expect perfectionist behavior of the others. And everybody's not going to be perfect. You are going to have trouble dealing with irresponsible people in your lifetime. Make sure that that shit's not your experience, okay? I see you short-tempered. Yeah. And that sucks sometimes. But on the flip, you're a protector. You have the potential to be that. And that's always crazy when we do that because we are the ones who need protecting in a lot of situations. And we want that. But you can't really rely on the others. They're lessons. They're not always luck. Yeah. So they're lessons. Remember that. Don't skip taking care of yourself. And get your ass on track. That's what came out first. Your luck comes from you making choices, not your luck comes when you, oh, I don't know how to say that. That's not right. Okay, I don't have a better way to put this. Your luck comes when you accept the failure of the others. I don't fucking know how that works. But okay, maybe it's learning how to do better with being let down. And using that energy to tighten up, sharpen up, focus on you, get yourself where you need to be. Because there's something you do, it's for you. It's one person's event. It's masculine. It's realizing and being comfortable with you alone. Opportunity grows from this, but I feel like it's giving you a time to recognize the blocks. It gives you a time to recognize the blocks you create and the ones the others create. It's getting comfortable moving into the unknown with courage. It's strength. Okay? It's figuring out who the fuck is the destructor in your environment. Is it you or is it the others? That's here twice. So it's learning balance. It's not being as impulsive. It's not being so lusty and physical. Getting comfortable with ourselves. We just want to be comfortable with ourselves. And take some time for yourself. I see a new project coming up too, so whatever you're going through right now, This might be the speed train. That might be the speed train. Interesting. Get on track. So I feel like you have a project that's either coming and you know about it, or you don't know about it yet, but you're being prepped emotionally for it. And I'm not saying you're not emotionally equipped to handle it. That came out wrong. I'm sorry. Okay. I feel like you're being taken through something in the way you learn to interact with other people. It's going to prepare you for this new adventure. That's the word. I don't mean it. You know, in my head, I didn't mean adventure, but that's the word that came out. And now inner nature's popping. So this is something I feel like you're going to have to learn how to interact with people coming at you on both sides. Or if you probably already have this skill, but maybe this is the time to sharpen that shit. Because I feel like what's coming, luck comes in learning how to deal with the chaos of the others. So we're paying attention. All right. So I'm glad I'm on point that you typed it out that way. In the meantime, I would tell you to be logical and focused, but you already are, right? I think this is the season for you of, by your own numbers, this or that. This or that. Bullshit or fuck shit. Bullshit, fuck shit. King shit, dick shit, fuck that. And then choosing the self by the zero. Dropping zeros. Picking up our luck. But it's not even luck. It's what's there for you when you remove the rain clouds. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see one noise before. Do we have any noises for Unicorn? Any messages from iPhone?
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up. It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up. It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
I hope that meant something for you. You're welcome, Unicorn Funland. Well, thank you. That's very flattering. I will have an extra scoop of ice cream as a thank you from you. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, Unicorn Funland, it's Friday. Don't be making nobody cry on a Friday. We do that on Sundays, okay? Crying on Sundays. Well, I'm glad this was good for everyone. Hopefully. All right, you guys. Everybody promise me you'll find some laughter before you go to sleep. Watch a comedian. For sitting here and absorbing everybody's energy, I need you to jiggle it out of your head. Like a hot chick on a trampoline. Or a really hot, half-naked guy covered in baby oil. Serving coffee. Let's all cleanse our minds with really great thoughts. All right? And you guys, don't forget, make your trash cans. Very good. All right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the front of the video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Eskimo, as always, thank you for helping if your ass didn't fall asleep. All right, you guys. So if you're bored, we'll try this tomorrow night. I am going to try something in the morning with numbers, just the dice and some numbers. So if you have some questions or curiosities, come back tomorrow. Let's see if your numbers sync up with some matching data. I'll probably do it around noonish or one-ish, just for there to be an update. And thank you, Eskimo, again. I see you there. You guys have a good night.